Now let's bring in Samah Watad. She's a journalist and she joins us from Jat in Israel's Haifa district. Samah, thanks so much for joining us here on Al Jazeera. Let me ask you first, what other details have emerged about these strikes on southern Israel, especially the ones that happened in the cities of Arad and Dimona?
Thanks for having me, Muhammad. First of all, let's start with the sirens that is going on now in wide areas across central Israel and Tel Aviv and other areas around Tel Aviv. And it seems that Iran really is escalating its attacks since last night. As you already mentioned, over 1,000 injured people by the Iranian missile attack on Arad and Dimona. So people are horrified about what's happened. Israelis are not really expecting this much of destruction, but there are some, speculations about the Iron Dome and questioning why the Iron Dome did not work at the time when the missile came from Iran. And it seems like all the missiles hit the city were not, backed by the Iron Dome in that area. So, following the strikes, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli Defense Forces Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir also said that they will continue fighting the Israel enemies on all fronts, which is seems that we are going to continue this war, and this attack that left unordinary destruction in Israel, that Israel really are not normalizing. Israelis are not normalized with this such destruction. They are still want to continue this war.
Samah, you talked about the extent of the destruction. I wanted to pick up on that because there are many videos and photos showing the extent of the damage in the aftermath of those strikes that happened in southern Israel. I want to ask you, what kind of effect has that had on what we've heard from government officials, and what kind of impact has it had on the mood of the people on the ground there?
People are still, looking into what's happened. I think people are so angry, but at the same time, we have witnessed how much Israelis are supporting this war after the campaign that Benjamin Netanyahu's government have done here for long, not only a few weeks or few months before this war started. They have been preparing the public for this war for a long time, even years. Israel was telling the people that this confrontation with Iran will come as soon as possible, and I think they initiated this war just to prove for their people that this war will happen anyway. And so people are still frustrated about what's happened last night, but again, they are supporting this war, even though we have heard since maybe the end of last week some critics about the war because of the closing of schools. People here are supposed to work as normal as they can, but schools and educational places are not open, so they are forced to work within a very hard conditions and under sirens, and take care of their children, which is something that people are really don't like.
All right, that's Samah Watad, a journalist who's joining us from Jat in Israel's Haifa district. Thanks so much, Samah. We appreciate it.
Thank you.